Hey, hey, hey. Yes, Trash Can Waves. This is a live. Welcome, welcome, welcome. This is Melissa Berrien of Real Talk with Melissa Berrien. And today is our happy hour. So, as promised, I said that, alcohol is not required. I know the word happy hour freaks some of you out. It shouldn't. Don't be freaked out. But in true support for those that are like, I don't want to do happy hour. I am sipping on water. Now, that does not mean that in the course of this live that I won't go get a little alcohol-y lolly. But right now, that's just what I'm doing. So anyway, friends, that's right. You heard it. Like, it's happy hour. It's a virtual happy hour. Let your hair down if it's up, take your little uniform off, get happy, not happy, get comfortable. Don't get too happy. Trash can waves. Don't do that. Oh Lord, I'm over there supporting. Shout out to you, Blacks Tropical. I have you guys as live, and you guys just started. And I was like, that's not my intro. I heard it. I don't know if y'all heard it, but it was starting to go. Anyway, friends, how y'all doing this fine Friday? If you're just joining in and you're like, okay, what is this about? She normally tells us news. She's normally laughing, and well, we gonna laugh. We always laugh during the happy hour, but um, oh, you see it? Thank you. I've had it. I've had all this stuff. I just don't use it. My husband is like, you better use that stuff I buy you. Just like the stream deck over there. Yeah. But anyway, if you're just tuning in, friends, this is what we're doing today. So I don't have to tell you that we're living a very fast-paced life. Sometimes we barely have enough time to even eat a balanced meal. Well, here's the thing. I created a space for adults to wind down. Essentially, it's a virtual happy hour called Sippin and Jus Saying. That's right, a place where we get to wind down. We laugh, we joke, we clown each other, and we just share just a relaxed time with one another. So kick up your heels. Come on in with your favorite drink or beverage, and let's have a laugh together. Oh, and did I mention no serious topics are allowed? See you soon. Did I mention no serious topics are allowed? You know, the part of that commercial that just cracks me up. We laugh, we joke. I want to change that part so bad, but I don't have time. Anyway, let me give some shout outs before we just talk about nothing. I'm just telling you that's what we're doing. So anyway, Royalty was the first in the building. Hey girl, hey. Just me, mod extraordinaire. Hey, sister. As I was waiting to come on, what was I gonna ask you? Oh, how's Nanny Baby doing? I need to call her and see how she's doing. They all about to be seniors here in a minute. Shout out to everyone with teenagers, okay? And shout out to those of us with teenagers and grown children. Okay, we're not okay. No, we are okay. We're okay. We're more okay than those with babies. Listen, shout out to those of you that have babies. Okay, it gets better. I promise y'all, it gets so much better. But this partial empty nest thing that we got going on, gang, like it. Kombucha's like, hey, Trash Can Wait says, is this live? Yes, live. And so I was just answering him. Ruby King's like, hey, Black's Tropical. Yeah, she's in here. And I was over there supporting her. Hey, Jenny Moore, good to see you. Hello, Melissa. Hey, Thomasina. What's up, girl? Uncle Stu. Oh, man, on the block. Hey, chat and my baby sister. That's right. Big ups to you, big bro. Greetings and salutations, fam. Hey, Patrice. Kombucha. Oh, we happy out. We happy over here at this hour. Oh, so it's like that. Kombucha, so what you gonna do is make me text my son and be like, hey, when you're finished, can you bring me a little something? That's what you're doing. You're challenging me. Well, let me finish my water. Okay. And then we'll switch over to second gear. Because she's happy. And I like to see my guests happy. Oh, I see the mic. I'm loving it. Yeah, the mic has not been new. I did buy an arm for it. And so because normally it's off camera and back a little bit because I'm kind of weirded out about the camera showing or whatever. I'm getting a little bit more comfortable with that because y'all know what I always say on my lives. I'm a bit squirrely. So things have to be very, very simple or else I'll be very, very distracted and I'll be sitting there like, what was I about to say? Because of the mic in my face. So yeah. But this works. Renee says, happy Friday, Melissa. Hi, everyone. Hey, Renee, good to see you. Hey, Renee. Happy Friday. Uncle Stu says, my grown children still in my pocket. Listen, I'm still in my mom's pocket. No, I'm not. But we go to breakfast and stuff like that. And when I go to breakfast with my mom, I'm not in her pockets, but I'm not gonna lie to you. I turn like a 2-year-old. Like she's gonna buy, and of course, and even if we're shopping together, you like I'll just like sneak one thing in her basket, and she already knows. She's like, "Is that for you?" And I'm like, "Yeah, I'm gonna buy these, but you want to get that?" Yeah, I am very spoiled when it comes to that. I'm the only girl, and I'm the only girl of 2. Okay. And so I'm spoiled from my husband, and then I'm spoiled from my mom. So it's a bit much. So yeah, Uncle Stu, I do know about the grown kids being in pockets. So drop a thumbs up if you're like, Melissa, I'll join you, but here's the rules. No serious topics. You just got to shoot the breeze. No YouTube talk. No, none of that. You just cam up and we just sit and talk together. So thumbs up if you want me to drop that link, because like I said, it's happy hour, and like I said, no serious topics at all. Life is enough for us to be serious freaking 7 days a week. No, we're gonna take Fridays out, and we're just gonna talk about absolutely nothing. So how many of y'all were here yesterday? I had fun with the random questions with Melissa. Okay, that was fun yesterday, and I don't know how many of you caught it, but if you just catch it tuning in, I've added a segment to my regular live shows where I do random questions, and I have this whole thing, and we answer at least 2 to 3 questions, and I play this. Super cute. But not only is that super cute, I just ask the chat just random questions. And I know Patrice, shout out to you, girl. Thanks for all your support. She was in there. Uncles. And what is this? I hear about you getting that YouTube started. I checked. You have a couple of videos on there. Come on, sis. I think Uncle Stu answered. So anyway, I'm going to ask the first question for those of you that weren't on there. So that way, let me send the invite. I don't know. Copy the clipboard. Y'all know the rules, because I will X you out of here. Because it's chill. I listen. I don't want to talk analytics. I don't want to talk YouTube. I don't want to talk any of that. We just here to laugh and have fun. That's it. If you don't want to do that, then whatever. So anyway, I dropped the links. So the first question that I asked, okay, perfect. I dropped the link. Come on up, sis. See, now she's gonna make me go. Peer pressure. Y'all see this? Peer pressure in real time. But I'm gonna drink my water. But I'm going to have a cocktail. Okay. So definitely. But anyway, I dropped the link. Join up, cam up. If you want to have fun and just hang out with me, get to know. Oh, I knew he was coming. I knew it. You know what? Welcome, y'all. So y'all, OG, hey. So y'all, down at the bottom, you know what? I never put the names up. That's a whole nother thing. Y'all, I'm gonna just have to explain. So we have.
Don't even worry about putting my name up.
You don't put your name up?
No, you can, but I said don't even worry about it. We this is fun time.
Exactly. Are you feeling this? Are you feeling this?
Melissa.
OG.
Yes, ma'am, Patrice.
I can't cam up because I'm at work, so I can't cam up. I'm still working.
It's okay. It's okay.
Hey, so I'm trying to make enough money to retire, Patrice.
Oh, wait, she said we can't talk.
I know. That's our secret. Don't say nothing.
Oh, okay. Oh. Patrice, can I talk?
Yes, ma'am. Yeah, girl.
Okay. I'm like, oh, okay, because I'm all about the whispering. Okay. Are you in Nevada, or are you in Arizona?
I'm in Arizona.
I'm just naming some cities. Are you close? Mm-hmm. Are you close to Phoenix?
No.
Are you close to Tucson?
Oh no,
Are you close to Anthem?
I'm a couple hours from Tucson, but I'm in the Phoenix area.
Are you close to Glendale?
No.
Are you close to Peoria?
No.
Can I go the other direction? Y'all like, what's happening?
Yes. Yes, go the
If
other
you was
direction.
playing hangman, y'all, she lost.
Listen, the man would have just been hanging right there. Are you close to Scottsdale?
Yes.
Tempe.
What you say?
Are you close to Tempe?
Yes.
Okay. All right. So you're not far from me.
Yep.
You're not far from me. All right. We'll do that. I'll talk offline. I thought
Okay.
you were close, but I'm way west. But definitely I shop where you live. I'll say it that way.
Okay. And I live and shop in that area.
Gotcha.
Okay. That you
Well,
just
y'all
named.
welcome to come to my area, you know.
Okay,
We
so
good
Uncle
over
Stu,
here.
so now it's your turn, Uncle Stu. Are
Okay.
you Chicago?
No.
Are you no, I don't want to name cities. Are you in the South?
That's what they call it.
That's what
I'll give you one good hint and then I'm gonna leave it there. Ready?
Okay.
I'm in one of the biggest military towns on the East Coast.
Oh, you in Bragg? Bragg?
No, that's North Carolina. I said one of the biggest military towns.
Ooh, are you? Can I name the state?
Yeah.
Virginia.
Bingo.
VA. Yeah, I was gonna say when he said that, I was like, yeah,
me too, Patrice. Because I was like, wait a minute, military town. Wait, big. And then, but I forgot. And then my brain went up north, and I was like, yeah. So
no,
y'all,
Fort Drum is one of the maybe one of two military places in New York. So
yes,
not New York. Fort Bragg is like one of the only major military bases in North Carolina.
Yes.
Then you got Florida. Then you got Texas.
Yep.
But we are
we were all up and down that coast.
All up and down. All my branches is here.
Yeah. So y'all, if y'all are just tuning in, we just here. We have Uncle Stu, Old Man on the Block. He is a content creator. Make sure you definitely check him out. And then we have supporter, sister extraordinaire, OG Patrice. On
we're trying to retire her. We're trying to retire because she owed me a song. She ain't sang me a song yet. I gotta go 8 years back to hear her sing. And then, hold up. Since we calling people out, let me call out. Let me tell you about it.
Should I be messy and pull up her YouTube channel? I won't do that to her. That's what I should.
If you see Gail Lockett dropping your chat, this one right here.
Yeah.
When you know, old school, when you can go on the radio and hear folks.
Right.
She does some stuff with that radio.
She does some stuff, don't she? She does it.
Make you cry. I'll be like, Patrice, you sure you ain't married? You sure your son ain't doing that? Cause that I felt that one.
Yeah, she's doing it. But I'm like you, Uncle Stu. I'm like, listen, I'm about to I ain't gonna shame her and pull up her little YouTube
Melissa. When I perform here in Arizona, I will invite you and your husband.
Please do.
I'm working on it.
Wait a minute.
Okay. I'm working on it.
Okay. Hold up. What's she at? Like, I can't get on a military hop and fly all around the world.
Listen.
Oh, wow. Hey,
you
do what you got to do, Uncle Stu.
I'm 100%, Melissa.
Period.
I'm 100%.
Do what you got to do.
Want to go.
Uncle Stu, the invitation extends to you as well.
I'm telling you, from an Air Force base. I ain't got to wait for a commercial.
Nope.
All I got to do is flash my little ID card and I'm gone. So
I heard that.
They the base that was doing that for us here in Arizona, the last I checked, a little bit before COVID, they don't do it.
No, they
stopped it
because of they shut it down because of COVID.
Okay, so it was COVID.
Yeah, it was because they was doing a lot here, but they shut it down because of COVID. But guess what? The ID still work for commercial airlines.
It sure does.
And we get major discounts.
Yep. Same.
I ain't got nothing to do all day. If I want to YouTube, all I got to do is pick up my laptop and go. Don't Patrice realize we got portable businesses?
Exactly. I like that shirt. Right? I like that shirt.
Thank you. It's bringing me
back. Miss
Melissa,
yes, ma'am.
To answer your question, and I said it on I think it was Mrs. B's platform and somebody else's platform, but the reason why I haven't started my my YouTube channel yet is because I'm locked into a legal contract right now with one of the major television networks, and right now I can't.
Got you.
I can't. You know what I mean? I can't break that until after I'm released from it.
Yeah.
Once I'm released from it, then I can do it, because you know how YouTube is. If I get entangled in any kind of,
it's like a competitive clause, isn't it?
Yeah. And I'll mess up that bag, and I ain't trying to do that. But I will say this: once I'm released to announce everything, I will let you guys know, so you can make sure you go and watch it.
Okay.
Nice.
I'm
gonna say Patrice, do just like the rest of these folk do. You behind a meme. We don't know what you look like. Just saying.
Flash it real quick.
You know what I'm saying? Like I just want my saying. And she know. Don't let me get the Holy Ghost. Then you gotta really sing.
Right.
See,
right. I don't mind. I don't mind camming up sometimes.
I can't get a hallelujah out of you or nothing. You from
you can. No, you can, Uncle Stu, and I don't mind singing for anybody, and I don't mind camming up. I can cam up. Actually, I'm gonna be on next week on Black Girls Getting Their Shift Together. She's interviewing me and about my entertainment thing and stuff like that. So, and I will be cammed up. I don't mind that. I just can't, when some stuff can go left at the drop of a hat. I just can't.
I get you. I know.
Yeah.
Listen,
and you know what? That we ain't supposed to do serious topics, but when you said that, it did bring up something that I know. Look, she about to cut me off.
Patrice. Go ahead.
Y'all know I'm an intellectual. I'm gonna make it fun though. But it did remind me of what Kwame Brown did say though.
What?
And I never thought about it. Your First Amendment rights go when you work for a company.
Yeah.
And you know what? I never in my life thought about that.
You don't, but it's true.
Listen, there's some ugly stuff going on, and people coming at people on here. So I can't afford, being under the contract I'm under right now with a major television network. I can't afford that. So I gotta be careful.
No, I wouldn't even advise it. I wouldn't even tell you try to hide your voice or nothing. The fact that you able just to do what you're doing, is big enough. You know what I'm saying?
So anyway, all right, we got to laugh and talk. So what y'all do today?
I'm still working.
She's still working.
She's still working.
Yeah, she got a couple of more
minutes. But the cool part of it, Melissa, I'm working from home, and I do have me a glass of Stella Rose right by me. Okay, if I was on camera, I'll show you, girl.
Listen, I'm right there with you. Yeah, we are not far from each other at all. So I will definitely be emailing you. You got an email address in your about section?
No, why don't you put it in this back chat, and I'll copy it down and I'll email you.
Okay.
Put it in the back chat.
Yeah.
But only thing I did today was feed all 5 of my tanks. I got tropical fish.
You do? And you got 5 of them?
Yeah, I have two different betta fish. I got a whole tropical tank. I got an Mbuna tank, which is West African cichlids.
Okay.
And then I got a blood parrot. She laid all these eggs.
You said a blood parrot? That's a fish or a bird?
That's a fish.
Oh.
Yeah, it's a hybrid. I probably put together the film that I got because I filmed all my little fish tanks.
Yeah.
And whatnot. And I'll probably make it more like just loop it together and give a little meditation word and leave it alone.
Yeah.
But that's my real hobby is doing Aquarius work and love reading.
Wow.
And
I didn't know that.
Love, and it's funny. I love talking, but my daughter laughs at me every time I do a show because like, you don't really talk when you're doing a show.
Yeah, because everybody else.
I am. Yeah.
Yeah, because everybody else camming up and talking and all of that. Yeah.
Yeah.
We had to get rid of our fish. Yes, ma'am.
Is that a 0?
Yep, that's a 0. Sorry.
Okay. All right. No, I just want to make sure.
Yeah. Oh, when we moved from Fort Lewis to here, that's when we had to get rid of our fish, and they was upset. I didn't know how to travel with the fish and the water warm and
but see, after a certain distance, unless you do some trickery, you really can't.
Yeah, that's what I was reading.
If you move at least 25 miles away from where you at, you basically got to give them. Well, you got to either give them away, or most people give them away.
Thumbs up, Kombucha. You ready? Kimmy.
Hi. Hello.
Now I'm jealous.
I have friends. No, I'm just kidding.
Look, I'm jealous. The only way I get to see Kombucha is I gotta go to a channel, and then she reminds me of my second youngest daughter, because my second youngest daughter is all into what she's into. My daughter studied Mandarin when she was in college.
Nice.
So my daughter's whole declaration.
Do you understand?
My Afro-Asian, that everything.
She has such an asset.
Yes.
Yeah.
With that language. I want to learn that language. So I know the jokes are like, oh, going to the nail shop, but man, tell her, not Tiana. You talking about?
Right. My second youngest is Brittany. Yeah.
Brittany. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
And she studied it all throughout college. And
man, I'm so proud of her for that.
So awesome when you hear her speak, in the sense of, when she's really speaking to somebody from China.
Wow.
And they look at her. You know what I'm saying? Because she look like that. You know what I'm saying? So
they don't expect it.
Speaking, and it's like, you go, girl. Order me some real food.
They're still quite. Well, wait. Let me welcome Kombucha. So y'all in the chat, welcome Kombucha. I don't beep. I got to set her up. There you go. Thank you.
Because everybody don't understand her. They'll look at her and be like, who? What? I'll be like, you go Kombucha. Yeah, that's my little daughter right
I love it. I love it. One thing that I definitely have heard you know what we said we won't retire. This is not serious. I don't think.
No, this isn't.
It's not. Okay. But one thing that I've definitely heard you say, and I know Kombucha's about it as well. We're not a monolith. Like, we just are not the same. And we love who we love. And I'm not gonna lie, like certain spaces, I'm like, if y'all saw my family, y'all would be like, oh, okay, well, but I make no apologies for it. You know what I mean? I just don't,
But see, what's funny? Have you and your husband ever traveled to Korea or Vietnam or Japan?
He's been to Korea multiple times. I never made that trip because I was always pregnant.
That's right, because you're the military wife. Okay, right. Got you. You couldn't go to Korea anyway.
Well, no, sometimes they wait. Yeah,
I didn't think families was allowed to go to Korea.
Yes.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
Why wouldn't they be able to go?
Huh?
Why wouldn't they be able to go?
The location.
Technically, we have not really signed a peace treaty over there.
No.
A war can break. Yeah, it's funny. There's a dividing line, right? You got military. You got the United States Army right here.
Yep.
You got Korea right here. And both is pointing a gun at each other.
And my husband said, he's been up by the DMZ, and KC, Humphreys, all them is up there.
Right.
And but down in Seoul is where the families are allowed to be. So I guess they figure, and if something jumps off, they're south enough to get him out.
Get him out.
But okay. We thought about it one time because he's done. I don't know. This dude's been deployed.
He's
a lot.
Army, right?
Army,
yeah. Okay.
He's been deployed a lot. And so between going to Korea, I think he's been to Korea 4 times, and then Afghanistan, that was just a constant rotation right there.
Yeah.
With that.
I missed that.
Man.
I was there for the first one. I was Persian Gulf.
Okay.
Yeah. But Kombucha is so serious. They say if you being in the Army, if you can go to Korea and come back with your same rank, you did good.
Oh, really?
Yeah, that's how serious it is. Because you got to remember, it's so sensitive that if you, as an Army soldier, do something wrong, you can set a war off in no time.
Yep,
that's true.
In no time. So they're real sensitive.
I never thought about that, but that's true.
The reason I asked you that is because, Kombucha, have you ever been to the Asian?
I went to Japan in 2019. I'm ready to move. It is a whole nother world over there.
If you go over there, you'll be surprised Now, it shocked me when I went. The first place I went to was Japan. And that's when hip hop just, really started going international.
Mm-hmm.
You would swear that you was, quote unquote, in the hood. And I ain't talking hood like negative hood. I'm talking
No, it's
like
urban.
urban.
Yeah.
You'll see the DJs, the girls, and it's like, what?
My son said the same thing because he served in the Air Force, but he went to Okinawa in Japan.
The love you get as a Black person.
I was just curious to say that.
Yeah. And then to hear him say, "Oh, you're American," and you're like, whoa. I'm a Black man. I'm a nigga. No. You American.
Yes. So kombucha, because Uncle Stu don't talk that much. So we gotta pull it out of him. He's so shy. Tell us about Japan. So when you went.
Yeah. So we were planning to go to Croatia first because my husband's grandparents are Croatian and we were going to go see them because they're getting up there. They're on their way out. Yeah. But then flights went on sale for like $500 and we were like, you want to go to Japan? We were like, yeah. So we went. It was about 10 of my friends from Portland also went. My brother's wife, actually, he was stationed in Okinawa. He's a Marine.
Yes.
So his wife actually lives in Okinawa. So we weren't able to see her, but we went for like 2 weeks. It was amazing.
Really?
We went to Tokyo, Kyoto, and Osaka, which are like the big 3 cities that most people go to. And it is so clean. It's so mind-blowing because Portland is so dirty.
Portland is disgusting.
And you go there and you're like, there's no trash anywhere ever. And there's no trash cans. Like everyone keeps it themselves. It's quiet. Trains completely packed. You know the videos where people get smushed onto the trains?
That's true.
Yep, that's a real thing. But it's like dead silent on the train. And it's like, how are there this many people? And it's so quiet. It's so orderly.
I was going to say, it's a very orderly country Yeah. Wow.
We loved it. We wanted to go back last year, but of course we couldn't. So
yeah, Miss C wrecked a lot of stuff, Yeah,
but it's amazing.
How was the food?
Oh, everything is good, and it's hard to figure out what to eat because in Japan, a lot of places put pictures and little like models of the dishes that they make. So you're looking at a menu, but you're also looking at like the clay version of the food, and you're like,
so like in a Chinese restaurant, or no?
Mm-hmm.
Okay,
yeah. And you're like, it looks so good and it smells so good, but it's so cheap. There's a lot of Michelin rated restaurants. So if you want to do like a fancy dinner, I think Japan has the highest number of Michelin rated restaurants in the world. Wow. So you can get a lot of really good like steak and stuff.
How did you get in? How did you, how did you get into that love of Japan?
So my brother was always into Japanese imports and import cars, and then he was also into conventions, and he actually got me into going to anime conventions. And then I also used to help run anime conventions, and then I discovered Japanese street fashion, and then I was like, we're here. This is it.
I know y'all going to make me young. How do I get into anime? Between you, before the billions, y'all, and I feel like I'm old. Like, okay, I don't understand anime. What is anime?
Let me tell you. Hold on. Let me interject real quick.
Okay.
My son, my kid, like 2 of my sons, they are all into it, and I'm like, and then like a lot of times I'll go downstairs and they'll be around the island. Well, so and so, and I mean his grandfather did him wrong, and I'm like, well, who are we talking about? And then some anime, and I'm like, I cannot keep up. I just can't keep up. But I guess it's interesting.
There's a lot too. There's different styles of anime, just like there's different styles of cartoons. I don't actually watch anime.
Yeah, I remember you saying that.
Yeah. My husband's super into it, but I'm not. How to get started? Just open up Netflix and type in anime. Some of the good ones that I think you might enjoy for like storyline and like music are Cowboy Bebop.
Hold up, let me write that down.
Okay.
I heard some of them can be sexual.
Yeah, I'm not talking about those because I don't.
How do you know? Like, how do you know which? You just know.
I have a lot of friends that are into anime, and they'll occasionally say which ones they're watching and how they are, and I'm like,
how it is. Yeah.
And then Samurai Champloo. Are you into samurai and like at all?
Okay, this is why I can say my daughter got it from me. I grew up mostly watching all the old Kung Flu, karate flicks.
Yep.
The Godzilla movies. It was like you just watched all of them. So I was more into the karate movies growing up.
Okay.
And that's really where my love came from. And then it came a second time when I was in the military and went over there, and it was like, oh, I love it. And then after my daughter started doing her thing, it was like, when daddy get his own place, you're going to set mine up like this. But, and it was always funny because everybody always knew me as the pro-black. But then it was like, oh, y'all really don't know. There go my baby brother. That's my twin brother. Y'all didn't know.
Oh, he's my cousin.
Oh, that is. See, we all in the family.
Yeah,
beard.
Better yet, he's my husband's twin because of the bald head going on.
See, we all family. See.
What are you doing? Don't mind me. I'm being mommy. Y'all go ahead. Oh, hey, Jaredin.
Yeah. So, those two are really good anime, and then, there's one more called. I haven't watched it, but it's called Rurouni Kenshin. Don't ask me how to spell it. I have no idea.
Okay.
But it's an anime that they've also turned into a live action movie. So you could also try that as well if you wanted to.
Okay. I just want to be able to conversate with Before the Billions, and she stole my thunder at least once. I want to look a little smart.
Those are some good ones. Those are some great ones to start with. Yeah. I can't keep up with the comment because new anime comes out all the time, and like it's very over the top, some of them, and I'm just like,
Cam up, John.
Yeah, John, what you doing? Come on,
join. My kids are about to go swimming, and they're friends. What the heck? It's cold, but whatever.
What's the temperature?
Yeah,
the water's cold. Okay, the water's cold. It's not cold here. I mean, no.
What's the time? What's the time over there?
It is 4:30, and it's 90 degrees where I'm at.
Wow.
Yeah. I was about to say, Patrice, check the private chat.
John, there's a link in the chat.
Yeah. Oh, he said, where's the link?
Yeah, he said, I need to speak to my baby brother. I ain't spoken to my baby brother in a while. I went on his site though.
I'm always on his site.
Yeah.
And I got these do nothing things from him. What we came up on, I don't know. This is a copy link. This StreamYard, does it matter?
No, it should be the same link. Your link probably went above and it's not.
Yeah.
It's not the bottom.
Oh, I see what it means.
Yeah.
So Kombucha, did you answer that question yesterday when we were talking about those are really good questions yesterday.
I actually missed your stream yesterday. I was really busy. Yeah. I was there for like 5 minutes and then I had to go cook dinner.
Oh, cooking dinner. What you cook?
Japanese curry, actually.
You know what? This is the second time I spoke to you and you had Japanese curry.
It's so good. It's so good.
Yeah, because then we had this whole talk about curry and Jamaican curry and all of that.
So when you see my email, I'm gonna ask you how to cook that.
Oh.
I gotta lose 100 pounds, but I want that. I gotta walk in the kitchen. So
okay, all right.
Yeah,
it's a little box kit. I cheat.
What Patrice doing? Patrice don't say nothing.
My husband doesn't know. He's like, this is good. Made it from scratch.
Yep. But we had two questions. So the first one was, what animal would be rude if it could talk?
Oh.
Wasn't that a good one?
A hyena.
That's what a lot of people were saying.
See, and she destroyed my raccoon and said the raccoon was the child version and the hyena was the teenage version.
To me, a raccoon is a brat. Like a raccoon is either like a bad 4 or 5 year old. Just, why are you in my garage? Get out of here type thing. Like, I don't think
But y'all already know I said a cat. I said a cat because the cat don't care.
Cat too. Yes. Cats. Oh, yeah. Definitely cats. And then the other question was,
I gotta understand that. You said that, yes. You said cats, yes. Why would you say cats?
They are so attitudinal. They are so sneaky. They're attitudinal. They're just
they moody.
They moody.
And they moody. Mm-hmm. They don't mind telling you, like they'll scratch you, like get out my face, get out my way. Don't feel like being bothered, like that.
Right.
That was my cat this morning. I was petting him. He was sitting right by my feet. I was like, "Hi," and he was like,
"The mouse always beat up the cat." So,
my daughter has a cat, and you know, she has trained it to do some very weird things, like a dog. That's weird, but she's the middle child, so say no more with that. But she's like, she'll come over and she's like, "Well, I can't stay long because when I go back home, she's gonna have an attitude." Or she'll know that I went, and I'm like, "Girl, are you kidding me?" Yes, I said cat. I definitely said cat. Raccoon, like I said, and a kitty teenager, you know, get off my lawn. Absolutely a raccoon. What was the other one someone said? Oh, gorilla, chimpanzee, someone said.
Yeah.
That was funny.
Y'all did say hyena, right?
Yep. So a lot of people said hyena.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of people said hyena.
Or a honey badger.
Yep.
Wait, I got a good one. I got a good one.
What?
If you all could pick a superpower to have, what would it be? Mine, honestly, mine would be to be invisible, because baby, if I could be in some rooms,
yes. Well, okay. Either flying, because then I go everywhere I want to go, but I also am very nosy, like you, Patrice. Like I want to be in the room, so I want to be, but I also don't want to hear all those voices either. So probably invisible. Invisible would be kind of cool too. I don't know. Yeah.
What about you guys?
I think I would freeze time.
Oh.
Yeah.
To what time though? To what time? A particular era?
I mean, like I would just stop the world.
You just be like, enough already.
Yep. And
just whenever you want to stop. Mm-hmm. Okay, gotcha. That's okay.
And you get to go to the bank first, and you get in line at the grocery store.
Yeah, she freezes everybody, and then you want to know why you ain't got no money.
I will take that paycheck.
I'll take this. I'll take that. I'll take that. Okay, let time commence. I'm home though. Yeah.
What about you?
I would say more telepathic.
Oh,
because I'm such a historian and a futurist, so it's like let me stop time now. Let me go back in time and just really see the truth of history, you know?
So what part of history would you guys want to go back to then? But it's not affected by you. You just get to see it.
I really would. You know what? This is going to sound crazy. I think I would really want to see the historical times of Malcolm X. I wouldn't even go back that far. I just want to really get that Harlem feel, like, what? Because, you know, by the time I kind of grew up, it wasn't really Harlem.
No.
You know,
well, so Harlem was Harlem.
What was the real Harlem where you had
talking about the Harlem Renaissance days, like those days? The Harlem Renaissance. That's what you're talking about, Uncle Stu.
Yes, you know,
I can see that
because you know they always talk about it, but they never talk about like this bad place. It was just like all these, you know, like there is a place like a lot of people don't know. You know, like you heard Sugar Hill, the Sugar Hill Gang. Well, there's really a place called Sugar Hill.
Sugar Hill, yep.
And it's really where wealthy Black people.
Yes,
one of the famous Black madams lives up there. So it's like, man, what was this place really like when it was just jumping? You know,
Uncle,
so
I know. What's with your sound?
Renaissance.
Was that what you about to say? Go ahead, Kim.
Uncle Stu, have you watched The Godfather of Harlem?
Yes.
Do you think that's accurate?
I believe majority of it
I think a lot of it is.
A lot of it is
so good.
He believe it or not, there's a YouTuber that defines himself as the Godfather. I can't do it because of the implications of that word, you know, so it hits a little bit different for me than most people.
Okay.
That particular gentleman was considered the godfather of Harlem, and he was very. It's a thin line. They knew he was a bad guy, you know what I'm saying? But the game was a little bit different than how you would see it now. You know what I mean? So if he was the bad guy that kept bad people in line, good people was not touched. You know, it's weird, but good people wasn't touched. And
it was
then, if things happened that wasn't supposed to happen, he was the one that you went to. So the whole drug alcohol game, you know, it wasn't the crack. This was like heroin. So everybody wasn't really running the heroin. You know, so it was a small group, but it was a weird mixture because you had, at least in that time, you got Malcolm X coming up in that kind of life. You had him in that life. And then we can't forget that you had two other kingpins in that life too. So it was, you know, you're reading really a small sector of that. But at the same time, I can kind of relate, all because at one time the drug game, XMC is from New York. There was a code. Crack cocaine came in and just destroyed the code. The average drug dealer would say, if you was the good kid, you was the
I know where you're going. I know where you're going.
You was the athlete. Hold on, y'all. You couldn't join that group. They would almost financially support. They would almost financially support you. Like if you was a female athlete and they knew you was the basketball star, the drug dealers would actually pay to make sure you had sneakers.
Oh, absolutely.
Everything else.
Oh, I see.
This is why a lot of earlier NBA players was getting in trouble, because the league didn't understand that some of these guys who was drug dealers and gangsters was really trying to help you. So that's why these athletes would turn around and do what? Give them back the money.
All right. That's a serious topic.
That's funny.
Hey, this is my baby brother, little baby brother.
What's up?
Got a mic.
John.
Nice. So that's funny you were talking about that, because I was really thinking about becoming a female basketball star. So
I think you would look real good in the Jordan.
I've been told I look really good in high heels, and I have these calves to die for.
Coffee Talk and Tech, you got to tell us. The question is, if you had a choice to have a superpower, what would it be?
If I had a choice to have a superpower, what would it be?
That's my dream voice, and I never could do it right. I'm just telling you.
He up on that mic. He just
listen. Ain't he up on it? He up on it.
You got to be born with this voice. So, gosh, I think it would be. God, that's a lot to ask for. And it's not something you can answer fast. So to be semi-intelligent, I think the best thing I could say is to bring people together. Like if I could have a superpower, it would always be to bring people, like the masses, together.
Yeah.
And have them see that we're much more alike than we ever are different.
Absolutely.
You're so right.
You know what? Why didn't we think of that? Right. Let's ask him the ones from yesterday. We're going to ask you the ones from yesterday. So what was the first one? We'll get the fun one, since XDMC is like, wait, how much have y'all been drinking? We just got started. We literally just got started. But speaking of drinking, what sport would you like to have a mandatory alcohol consumption rule to it?
Wait, do I understand this question?
Yes, they got to drink alcohol. They have to. So I said football.
Okay, I'm gonna go with I believe it's
hockey.
Hockey. Okay, hockey.
They're already fighting.
I think they're already doing that. Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I said.
Maybe. You know that sport, I think what do they call that sport where they're on the ice and they shuffle? Is that shuffle?
That's what I said.
No, you didn't.
Yes, I did.
Curling.
I told
Curling.
you. friends. Yes, I
You said that?
I even did your little motion that you just did because I couldn't.
Right. Could you imagine them drunk and throwing that thing and then the stone and then going back and forth? They're falling all. I have to say curling.
Yeah. I think Blind Guy said, or someone said skeet shooting.
Gosh, I would have never thought that someone would guess curling.
No, I don't want nobody drinking and got a gun. No, that's all right.
Right.
But I said football.
Right.
I think Trash Can Wave said MMA or something like that.
Oh God!
I said hockey because they fight sober. So maybe if they get drunk, they wouldn't fight. They wouldn't know how to fight.
Then they won't allow my New York Rangers to play.
I think if you watch,
known for fighting.
If you watched hockey in the 80s, you would understand that. I think they were drinking all the time when they were playing. They would beat the crap out of each other compared to now.
And you want to know what's funny, Patrice? That was the only reason why I used to love the Rangers, because they fought everywhere they went in the 80s. Everywhere.
So are y'all fans of the... Go ahead.
Trash Can Wave said jousting.
That's what he said.
No, sir.
Oh, but look, this. He also said this.
Trash Can Wave already.
I deleted that comment. I was like, no, the educator can't conduct.
I think weightlifting would be quite funny. I mean, people would get hurt, but the fact is could you imagine trying to have coordination with that?
I did have somebody in the chat and they were like, I'm concerned for all the sports safety. I'm like, ma'am, you just got to answer the question. I want to laugh. I'm not concerned about their safety right now.
I was trying to think.
How about tennis?
That's what I was like. Tennis.
Ooh, that'd be a mess. Too.
Volleyball.
Yeah. Somebody said
they be there all day.
Yeah,
volleyball.
They already drink on the beach. See, tennis be fun because you get to see them miss the ball every time they hit.
I would like to see high diving.
And I said ping pong too. What about ping pong? They be missing the ball too. Ping pong,
high diving. I see all of it.
Yeah, the ski jumping.
The ski jumping.
How about golf?
Passes out in the mid-flight.
I think I mentioned golf yesterday.
Somebody said golf. Yeah.
I said golf.
That would be funny.
They're definitely drinking already.
Yeah.
They're definitely, at least my husband does.
Do you know I barely drink ever?
Really?
Okay.
Like ever. And it has nothing to do with having a problem or ever having a problem. Yeah. Even like, and trust me, I've had my 14 shots of Scotch whiskey in 1 hour, right. But when I was a kid, but I don't ever need to have that feeling to drink. Yeah. I am so nutty to begin with. All it does is make me tired, and I'm much more outgoing when I'm just sober.
Yep. Same.
It's really weird. So
I was well into my 30s when I drank. Well, maybe well into my 30s. A lot of that. Here we go.
How's that possible?
Because religion.
No, aren't you like 28 now? How's that?
I am
exactly, John. And she was a military wife.
How's that even possible?
She deserves more than a hand clap.
I'll be 50 soon.
Oh
no.
Yes. If I call those two, I got two 16-year-olds over there.
You mean what?
They're friends. 50.
That's 32 right there.
You said you're religious. You know you're supposed to stop lying.
Allegedly.
No.
That's how you get the kids,
Yeah. So no, a lot of it was due because of
it's a clean shot.
I didn't hear the joke. I didn't hear it. Dang it. I didn't hear it.
Lying is how you get the
kids.
What was you gonna say? Let me see.
What was the second one? Did you ask the second one?
What animal would be mean if it can talk?
What animal would be mean if it could talk? I really have a strong feeling those aardvarks they'd be quite mean. Because they got the small mouths, and I imagine them being really yappy. So that's like an anteater. An anteater is the same thing.
Yeah. Yeah. They just holding all that stuff in. And
they're pissed off because here's the thing. They're big animals, right?
Nobody said that. Nobody said aardvark. Nobody said aardvark. I'll give you that one.
An anteater, because they're small, right? They got the small mouth. They're always trying to eat. They got that tongue, and I almost feel like it could never get filled up. And so they're frustrated because they're starving.
Hold on.
And they're big.
I gotta share this first. Y'all, look at him.
But that's No. Yeah, you need a little bit of. Yeah, that guy's pretty big actually.
They're bigger than this.
They're bigger than they appear. Like if you get a picture of them next to something, they're pretty good size.
You know,
okay, yeah. Look at this one against.
Seen up close, so
Well, yeah, you don't want to. They're scary.
Oh wait, I got more people.
You know what animal we did forget? We forgot bull. We forgot a bull.
Oh yeah.
Oh, we did forget a bull.
Okay, it already mean.
You got to talk.
Well, they're only mean when you poke them.
All right, you're out of here, Carletta. You just wanted your moment.
4,000. Who's that?
I'm actually gonna have to roll because I also have a stream in a little bit.
What? Oh, you do.
It's at 6, isn't it?
Yeah, I don't know what time it is.
It's at 6.
She's a half an hour into her stream already. There's no one there. I'm watching it right now.
Everybody's over here with you.
Really?
No, I think yours is at 6. I set all my reminders. Trust me.
I don't even know.
You guys have me busy, and I just got to the point where I was like, I'm gonna be where I'm gonna be, and then where I can't be, I just can't be. I'm gonna drop a heart and then move on. But yeah.
Well, what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna drop.
Oh yeah.
Too, so I can go get me something to eat. I haven't eaten today.
And I just wanted to do an hour, so we hit the mark.
Oh, okay.
Very well. Thank you guys for joining me.
And
it was fun.
I sent you an email too, John.
Oh, you did?
Okay.
Yeah.
I'll check it. I was with the family. I took off work today, so I was with the family all day today.
Nice. We love when you do that.
Yeah, I had to. It was one of those days.
Okay. Well, me and John can sit and chat if y'all want it, because I know you have to go to your live. My notification.
Okay, and I'll email you, Melissa. Okay. I'll email you. All right. Okay. Bye, everybody.
Bye, Patrice.
I'll see you later.
Thank you.
Take care.
Y'all make sure y'all check the channels out.
Okay.
Boom shakalaka. Boom.
Boom shaka. No, we love when you guys take time off. Oh, I gotta remove. I was gonna say I don't think I gotta remove them. You guys just dip out.
No, you can remove them too.
Yeah.
I like to get rid of people. That's that's me.
Yeah. Well, when she was hanging around, I was like, okay, I'll get rid of you. But yeah.
Yeah, it's been. I think you could anyone that's a creator could relate to this. If I made that real push to get to where I was to get, monetized, and it takes effort of your whole family. Like your husband or your wife has to understand what is going on, and they have to really join. Even my son,
I was gonna say even the kids.
Yeah, and
even the kids, because
he's 10. So he knows, but because he loves YouTube, he watches YouTube. He's the reason why I started, So, but it's just like it's been a hard push, and then I think right now I'm here trying to reorganize and get more production out of the time frames, and so it's that time of year though.
Do you have a set time that you want to go live, or you just kind of wing it throughout the week?
That's going to stay the same. It's been rock solid for 6 months.
Nice.
And so we do that consistently, and we haven't missed one stream in 6 months.
Yeah.
So 2 times a week. And so that's been happening, but I want to get more productive with my video work and get more videos out.
Gotcha.
But it's been a process because I fell kind of into the love of streaming. I didn't know about it beforehand. So.
I was opposite.
Okay. Yeah. So you were loving streaming first.
No, I was. Well, I was uploading videos and reaction videos and stuff like that, and I don't have I'm not one that loathes editing. I don't take hours to edit. The learning curve is really small for me as far as that's concerned. But I think I just happened on live. And I was like, oh, I like this. The editing is a lot different. It's way shorter than it was. And then I just started going live. And then and now my audience is like, no, we want you here. They do not respond to my uploaded videos at all. They're like, no.
Yeah. I mean, that's kind of, I was just doing, the videos at first. And then I knew I wanted to live stream. And it took me 3 months to get myself there. And then, but I knew I was going to love it. I knew I was going to like it and enjoy it. Yeah. But then it was just starts live streaming, and I really love it. But I definitely want to do both. And I I don't edit any of my live stuff. I just keep it as is.
Me too.
And yeah, and a lot of people, depending on what you want to do, how you want your live streams to come about, if you want the live chat to be there, there's all different reasons for different people.
Yeah.
But me, I like to leave everything like it is. And then I just want to do my videos about those topics that might be separate. And because to grow at the best ability you can, you need to do both.
Yeah.
So my goal is to get three videos out a month, and that would be great for me. So.
Okay. On top of your live streaming.
Yeah, on top of my live streams.
Okay, nice. That's nice.
And I could do it. It's not a problem, but it's just I gotta put it together. And the thing about editing is it's not a big task for me at all, but I don't ever be happy with where I am. So I have to learn more, right? And so if I'm editing and I'm staying the same for a year, I'm not happy with that.
I understand that.
Yeah. So it's forever learning for me.
Absolutely. So does your kids think it's neat? And well, my kids are in high school, and so their friends they're like, oh, okay, that's cool, and they're like, wow, your mom's a YouTuber, that type of thing.
It's kind of cool. I think he got excited when I got my merch. Okay. And he's like, because that's what they use, right? Merch.
Yes.
And we were buying other people's merch for him. And so when I got my merch and then he went to school with the t-shirt and the hat on, he was like, bam, like this is my dad.
Right. Oh, I love it.
And he's 10. So then he's like coming back and he's like, so Dad, I think you have the ability to get to 1 million subscribers.
Oh, he's going to release you. Okay.
I was like, listen, I go, I don't think you understand what 1 million really is. And he's like, okay, well, listen, if it's not that, at least 100,000. So he cut me down 90%.
Yeah, he was like, okay, we're almost there. Yeah, that's so funny. That's good. That's good that you have their support. I definitely do. Definitely. And that's important. That's so important. And I got the premise of, well, I don't know if you ever caught my Do Nothing Live as a result of your Do Nothing Live. I caught you one day
I heard you say that.
And I did it, and it was so fun. And then I thought about this. I was like, you know what? Every Friday, I'm just gonna hang. Like I'm not.
And I love that.
Yeah.
I saw the header, and I was like, oh, I like that. It's just chill, right?
Period.
Because I think your audience gets to see you not involved in a topic, not involved with a trend, and they just get to see you.
Yep.
And that's really important because to begin with, they're just excited if they're here for you all the time, they want to know more about you. Exactly. And so
I don't always get a
that
chance to give them me because I don't do that content anymore.
Exactly.
So I did create a second channel, but more vlogging and stuff like that, because I know a lot of them want that from me, but it's just putting it into my schedule to make it happen. And because if I'm going to do it, I want to do it right, but also quality and make sure it's something that they want to see. But I love this. I'm like,
so you know who inspired me to make that heading? What I'm doing nothing.
Yeah.
Colette.
Oh, okay.
Because she was in the stream that Thursday.
Okay.
And she made a statement and said, I put so much work into my live stream that it's a lot of work and I have to do this and that. And I'm saying to myself, I know people get caught up and thinking they have to do so much. And we overthink everything, right?
Yeah.
And so it's really just a symptom of someone that wants to bring good content.
Right.
And so I get where she's going with it. But when people come to see you a lot of times, you can give them a tidbit of stuff for 10 minutes.
Yep.
And that conversation could carry 2 hours, 3 hours. So I did a 5-hour stream that night about nothing.
I was there.
How did it? I still have no idea how I got 68 subscribers and I got my 1,000. I still don't even know how it happened.
I chalk it up when I did this series with the happy hour and everything. I just chalk it up to the noise. We give them a space to just come and be. We could study together. We can watch you. It's a weird voyeuristic type thing also, to be able to, because you were piddling around and you were doing different things, and then you're like, oh nope, we're not talking. So it's like people want to, like you said, people want to know more about you, but also I just think it's just the space of more subscribers.
Melissa,
Check your thumbnail.
I was telling people to leave.
I know. I was in there.
I don't know why you're here to begin with. There shouldn't be 30 people here. What are you people doing? Just go. There's nothing good happening.
Yeah.
And then there was
so
like
great. It was
more
so
people.
Great. It was absolutely great. I loved it. And so I did it a day or two later. Same response. And I was on for like 3 hours, and then we got it, and I ended up having to delete it. Well, I unlisted it because we ended up watching models that fall. We were watching mukbangs. We were all over YouTube together, and it was the best. It was the absolute best time. So yeah,
I think it's just a good example that sometimes we underestimate what our audience is looking for.
True, that part too. Yeah.
You know, and the thing is, they're there because of you. And okay, maybe these topics they strike conversations,
right?
But literally, you can talk about that little topic for 10 minutes and then just have a conversation about what runs off it.
Yep.
And that's what you do probably most of the time anyway.
Yeah, so. Most of the time, yeah. And they do. And I thought what I thought you was gonna say is they can go anywhere else to have that conversation or watch someone else have that conversation, but they come to you. You know what I mean? So there is that continuation right there in that relationship. And just like any other relationship, they want to get to know you, you know? So yeah.
And what's really cool is the more your audience knows you, the more you're really finding your true people.
True.
And I love that.
I love it.
That is so inspiring.
I love
it.
And
it's really turned around for me so much because I know I have these conversations and it's kind of weird because we talk about who comes in and who doesn't. And as you stream more and more, you know every single person's intention as soon as they walk in and what's going on. And a lot of it's fine, right? Because we know what it's like to be like at subscriber number 1. And at least I do. And not too long ago. And then you just try to, hopefully, and she'll unfreeze. And then we just try to grow from there.
Yeah.
And so I know where everybody's just trying to find a community and grow and have some kind of relation and connections. But the more that I have people that add to the stream and actually have great conversation and ask great questions and contribute, man, does that make your stream so much more fun.
So much more fun. You're absolutely right. I love, and that's one of the things that I point out every time I go live. You know, I don't want you to just subscribe. I don't want you to just like the video. Interact, ask me questions, drop the likes and laugh with me. And that's the best. That's the absolute best. So yeah. And
I'm going to tell you something truthful. And actually I always do because I don't really throw much good bull. But when I watch you, I really get that vibe. And I think everyone should be like this from day one almost. They're not almost begging people to subscribe and watch them. It's just that you're sitting there willing it and you're telling people how it is and being you 100%, right?
Yeah.
And if you like, I don't know if you've ever noticed, but I think it was only like about 3 streams ago and I'm about probably 70 streams in the last 6 months in. And I think I asked for like the first time for someone to hit the like.
Yeah. Yeah.
First time.
Yeah.
And I think when you do less of that stuff in the beginning and just let those people flow in and more they just come for you, then you get more of your real people.
I agree 100%. And you know, and it isn't something where it's like, okay, don't ask for, it's how I am in real life.
Right.
You know, I'm terrible at as a salesman. So I forget, you know, my mom says, you never mentioned SuperChats. Oh yeah.
Yeah, but see, I have a feeling that you don't come off that way because you're just being authentic.
Yes. Yes.
But that's great.
Yeah. What I'm saying is I don't do that. Like even with fundraisers and selling stuff, like, you know, because that's the way it feels for me when people do that. It feels a bit panhandly. That's what I mean. So I'm not good with that. My mom was like, you never mentioned Snapchats because I look at it 2 ways. Number one, I don't look at YouTube to pay my mortgage next month. I just, that's not realistic, and it's not. We have a life before I came to YouTube.
Sure.
You know, and then the other thing is there's just such a desperation there. I want to interact with people, like,
right.
And I agree with you, and I take the compliment, but absolutely, no.
See, what I don't think people realize is the more that you try to keep things as real as possible, and even if it takes you 2 years to monetize,
yes,
that buildup of people that you're coming across that are subscribing to you are true, right,
yes.
to what's going on.
Yes.
It is really going to make your whole YouTube thing much more fulfilling and real.
So. I think so.
So if you try to push it so much where you're just trying to get people to subscribe, then you're going to have these people who can't relate, who don't really care to relate to you.
Exactly.
Right? Because they're looking for the same thing.
Yeah.
And then you get lost in the whole idea of what is really going to make your channel thrive.
Exactly. No,
and then you have to backpedal.
Yep. And then filter out and figure out, okay, who's here for me and who really just clicked the like button and went on. Yeah, I agree. You're right.
A lot of people don't realize that. And so they think they're rushing to the finish line, and actually they're actually going to actually slow themselves down a little bit later on. But it's hard though. It
is because, you know, so I know are you at your watch hours?
I'm done. I'm monetized.
You're done. Okay. I didn't get the update, I don't think, or did I?
Yeah, I'm monetized for 3 weeks now. So I was ahead of my watch hours by
you did say
hundreds of hours actually, but I was behind in subscribers.
Right.
And so usually it's the reverse for most. But the thing is I really tried hard to connect with people through the live streams and not just go find people that would subscribe to me. Subscribe.
Nope. Because what I was going to say is what's also a misconception is like, oh, I'm going to ball out that first check, those first 6 checks. And it's like, it takes more. It just cannot be your focus. It shouldn't be. Yeah. It's not mine.
Here's the thing is, I really think people have a preconceived idea of what it is when you get monetized. But let's just say you're very average. Your check for your AdSense in the first month is probably going to be like $10.
If that.
Right. And so that shouldn't be your main focus for income before that starts. Okay. Right. When you see yourself building up a little bit, go and get your merch done so people can buy it. Go and go to Amazon, get your affiliate, set up and put all your stuff. Huh?
I'm so far behind. I know all this stuff. I have it all written down, but I'm just like when it comes to that type of stuff.
And once you start, like in the last month alone, I had over $100 in affiliate sales. Nice. So I got $100 from Amazon. Yeah. So and I sold $2,200, almost $2,400 worth of stuff total.
Nice.
So that
I need to do that.
And who would have thought? Like I didn't think, right? And it's just, and I'm not as good as I even should be with having everything set up.
Right.
But that's one aspect. Then you have your ads, and then you have super chats, and then it's just like basically if you can start to come out and give people good information, they're just like super appreciative of what they're learning.
Yes.
Right. Because
absolutely.
Have you ever given like Nick Nimmin a super chat?
I didn't. I gave someone on his level one today, but I did not give him. I haven't given, but I need to. Nick is why I am how Nick is. Yeah.
Well, I was just going to say, because if you're not watching Nick or Daniel Battelle or D. Nimmin, right. So I have.
What are you doing? Are you even?
Right. Those were one of the first people I ever gave a super chat to. I didn't even know how to do it, Wow. And so when you see that happening, you're doing it because you're like, wow, these people are teaching me a little something. Yeah. And if you listen to their little nugget, it'll take you a long way. Yeah. And I always say this is, if you're in those same streams a year later, then I don't think you learned enough from the past year.
Exactly.
So
exactly. No, you're right. You're right. So what you getting into?
As far as?
Well, what time is it there? Let's see. 5, 6. It's 8:08.
Where are you?
I'm in Arizona.
Oh, are you close? Where are you close to?
What's
your big city close? No, what's your big city close to you?
Phoenix.
Okay, because my sister lived in Goodyear for like 20 years.
Nice. Okay.
Yeah,
Okay.
and then she was over in what's that?
Tucson, Tempe.
No, the Prissy area.
Scottsdale.
Yeah. See, you knew right away.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Like
she was in Scottsdale for a while, and then they went out and bought a house in Goodyear. They stayed there. They just sold after being there for 21 years, 25
Now's
years.
the time to do it here.
And they moved. They moved back to Florida on the West Coast, where they were first, like 25 years ago.
Yeah, I'm originally from Florida, and being a military family, then we just retired here. Yeah, but no, I know Goodyear. Of course, I know Scottsdale. But yeah.
And so so now it is. What time is it? It's 8:09 here, and I'm just about to probably watch a movie because I gave my son a 10:30. We did a 10:30 bedtime because that's late for him.
Right.
And so I said,
that's late.
For him it is, right?
Yeah.
So I said by 10:30 you're going to bed, and I said by about 8:30ish because we gave him a little game time because he was, today he earns this stuff.
Oh,
and
yeah.
So he has his little game time, and then we're gonna watch a movie together as a fam.
Nice.
And end the night like that. And because I haven't had a ton of time, and my wife's a teacher, so she has these days off for teachers convention.
Yeah.
And so my son has it off also, so I took these 2 days off too.
Shout out to the teacher.
That's it, right?
That's my original.
That was
career.
your original thing?
Yeah. Yeah.
What kind of teacher did you want to be?
I'm an early childhood educator, but I transitioned into, I've taught high school all the way down to kindergarten. My favorite is the kindergartners. That's my favorite group that I've ever taught. I love them. Their minds are just beautiful. So yeah.
I'm open to everything.
Yeah. I originally was a cosmetologist. Then I became a teacher.
Gotcha.
But yeah. So
I'm not that smart, so I just I barely passed 7th grade, and then I ended up streaming. That was it. It's my claim to fame.
Well, I appreciate you joining me and
Thank
chatting
you.
it up with me, and I will definitely be heading over to your way. I'm always over there, so
Thank you.
There's no need to say that. But you and I always mess it. I want to say
It's Jeff.
AJ,
You can call him Jeff. His real name is Jeff.
Jeff, yes.
He makes it
I always
complicated.
go, AJ, y'all are so funny. Y'all are hilarious. I'm like a perfect team. Y'all are really good together. I love it. So are y'all? Y'all don't live in the same.
He lives in. I've never met him. He lives in Wisconsin.
Yeah, I heard him say Wisconsin the other night.
Yep, he's up in the cold, up by the Great Lakes.
Yeah,
and we met through a streaming, a program together where it was April 1st. I said to myself, go April 1st, I'm going to start my own personal live stream. So April 1st, this past year was my first live stream to what I'm doing. Right. And then at the same time, I joined this group where we were live streaming 30 days straight. And I met Jeff there. Yep. Okay. I met Jeff there. I was like, this guy is working this hard. We hit it off, and then we just became friends.
Nice. May I find that too? Because that's something special for sure in these YouTube streets and everything. But my kids have friends over, and they apparently are going swimming. And I'm like, are y'all crazy? But whatever. Have fun. So I'm going to see if I have to order pizza. I'm pretty sure I will.
Awesome.
But yeah.
Thank you for having us on. And it's great. Absolutely. I like this little chill time. It's fun.
Yes. See you next week. Doing the same thing. All right, hon. Guys. Thanks again. Bye-bye, friends.
Bye.